Leo hidden insecurities nobody talks about. Leo souls. Everyone sees your confidence, charisma, and bold leadership, but beneath that roaring exterior, Leos hide deep insecurities nobody talks about. If you're Leo sun, moon, or rising, these hidden wounds drive your behavior more than you realize. Leo is ruled by the sun, the center of our solar system. This creates your need to be the center of attention, but it also creates profound fear of being invisible, irrelevant, or ordinary. Let's expose the insecurities fueling that lion's roar. Hidden insecurity 1. Desperate for validation. Leos act supremely confident, but you're actually addicted to external validation. Without constant praise, admiration, and recognition, you feel worthless inside. This isn't confidence, it's dependence on others confirming your value because you don't feel it internally. Hidden insecurity 2. Terrified of being forgotten. Leo's worst nightmare isn't failure, it's irrelevance. You fear being forgotten, overlooked, or becoming just another person. This terror drives your constant need to perform, impress, and remind everyone you exist. You'd rather be hated than ignored. Hidden insecurity 3. Secretly jealous of others' success. Leos publicly celebrate others but privately seethe with jealousy. When someone else gets attention you wanted, you smile through gritted teeth while dying inside. Your ego can't handle not being the star, so you secretly resent anyone outshining you. Hidden insecurity 4. Imposter syndrome. Despite your bravado, Leo secretly fears being exposed as fraud. You project supreme confidence while internally questioning if you're actually talented or just good at performing. This drives your constant need to prove yourself worthy of the throne. Hidden insecurity 5. Extreme rejection sensitivity. Leos have fragile egos disguised as thick skin. Any criticism, rejection, or lack of enthusiasm devastates you internally. You pretend it doesn't hurt, but one negative comment can ruin your entire week. Your pride is a defensive shell protecting a wounded ego. Hidden insecurity 6. Fear of ordinariness. Leo would rather die than be average. You're terrified of living normal, unremarkable life. This drives exhausting performance where you're constantly afraid that if you relax into ordinariness, people will realize you're not special. The pressure to be extraordinary is crushing. Hidden insecurity 7. Need to be needed. Leos fear being replaceable. You need to feel indispensable, the irreplaceable star everyone depends on. When people function fine without you, it triggers existential crisis. This creates manipulative behavior where you create situations requiring your involvement. Hidden insecurity 8. Secretly lonely. Despite being surrounded by admirers, Leo often feels profoundly alone. People love your performance, but do they love the real you? You attract fans, not genuine connections, because you're too afraid to show vulnerability. The applause echoes in an empty heart. Hidden insecurity 9. Aging anxiety. Leos dread aging because your identity is built on being young, vibrant, and attractive. Wrinkles, gray hair, and decreased vitality terrify you because your value feels tied to youthful radiance. Growing older triggers identity crisis because you haven't developed internal worth. Hidden insecurity 10. Conditional self-love. Leo's self-worth is conditional on achievements and recognition. I'm valuable when I'm successful, attractive, admired. You've never learned to love yourself just for existing. Your self-esteem rises and falls with external circumstances instead of being internally stable. The truth? Evolved Leos learn that real confidence comes from within, not from applause. When you stop performing for validation and embrace your authentic self, flaws included, your insecurities transform into genuine self-love. When you recognize these Leo insecurities, ask yourself, am I performing for validation or expressing authentic self? Where does my worth actually come from, inside or outside? Can I love myself on ordinary days when I'm not impressive? This is the healing work to develop internal validation independent of external praise. Practice vulnerability and showing your real, imperfect self. Build self-worth based on character, not achievements or attention. Find peace in being ordinary, sometimes without existential panic. Affirm with, my worth is inherent and doesn't require external validation. I am valuable simply for existing, not for performing or achieving. I release my need to be extraordinary and embrace authentic being. If you're Leo or have strong Leo placements, Acknowledging these insecurities doesn't diminish your power, it frees you. Real confidence needs no audience. True royalty doesn't require a crown. Authentic self-love radiates without needing applause. That's all for today, beautiful souls. Like, share, comment, subscribe and follow for more angel number insights, spiritual mindset upgrades, and manifestation wisdom. Thanks for supporting and watching. Have a great day.